This week, the designers have to redesign the classic British raincoat. And when they were told that half of them will be doing menswear, there were mixed reactions.
It's sort of thrown me off balance because I'm doing menswear.
I want to win it because it is my thing, it is my forte.
But for every cloud, there's a silver lining. The designers now have to produce the Mac of the future.
I can see myself doing well. I'm going to keep my focus.
It's going to be a difficult one for me, this. Very difficult, I think.
Professional coat makers serve a 3-year apprenticeship, but our designers only have 20 hours, and counting.
Really confident about this challenge because it infuses all my skills, everything from sort of printmaking, collaging, customizing, changing. That is my strength. There is going to be so much debonair in that Mac. It's going to be so cool.
Debbie learnt her trade customizing clothes in her shop on London's trendy Portobello Road. However, making a tailored coat requires specialist skills like pattern cutting. In the first episode, this was nearly the end of debonair.
The way I work, I don't even use pads. I would have made a dress up like that.
I feel Debbie is not very strong technically. I think in this challenge, Debbie might falter.
Morning, everybody. Morning. Hi, Deb.
Hi, Ben. How are you today?
I'm very well.
I started just to pick up on the details that I know I like, i.e. beltings, the collar, the epaulets, etc. Back pleats, those are the details that I love. I then started to think, right, what's the debonair going to add to this? I like things to fold up, fold down. I kind of had in my mind that this girl would come with this really short jacket and it would all fold out and become a coat. One of the ideas as I was going through.
Stop.
Okay.
Enough. Is this pattern piece the same as this pattern piece?
More or less.
Did you draft these two pieces separately?
Yes.
You don't need to, sweetie.
I know, but she's learning, you know she...
Debbie's gone for a very unusual approach to pattern cutting. It's something I've never seen before. She's almost sculpting it, but to be honest, I think it's a blag.
You've got a lot of work to do,
yes.
And this is out of your safety zone. It's not about buying an old Mac on Portobello and adding tchotchkes to it.
I know.
You know, you're not in that place here.
No, she's going to be beautiful. She's going to be immaculate. She's going to be the Mac that wins.
Whether technically she's able to pull it off, the proof will be on Catwalk Day.
I do think Tom's got a very strong advantage, so he'll be extremely disappointed if he doesn't do exceedingly well in this challenge.
What I wanted straight away was a wraparound jacket. It's got an armhole that put your arm through, and that is it. You don't have to do any buttons up to close it.
Instead of putting a jacket on like this,
Yeah.
we're going to be putting a jacket on like basically this.
No, the sleeve. This is it not making sense to you?
The only word that keeps coming into my mind is slightly tricksy.
Yeah.
Slightly, you don't want it to be gimmicky.
No. I feel I have pushed myself a bit further than I would have usually due to the amount of pressure that I think I feel upon me.
Bit of a challenge really, menswear, womenswear, whatever, it's pattern cutting and...
Self-taught mum of 3, Viv, has amazed even herself so far in the competition.
I think now that I have done well in the last 2 challenges, and I am actually starting to think that there is something there. The further I go in the competition, obviously the more the confidence thing is going to grow, and at the moment I'm sort of up there.
I don't like that she's pulling it off and she's got not years and years of training. God, I worked so hard, years of training. Bugs me.
Viv's growing confidence has led to a very brave design.
Hi, Viv.
Hiya.
When I looked at it, the first thing I saw was a dress and not a coat. Leave it as a dress if you believe that Macintosh as the brand needs the dress. It's a bit risky to go down the route of making a little sleeveless dress, but it's going to give a whole new dimension and maybe a whole new customer base to Macintosh.
But Viv isn't the only one to have pushed the boundaries of the brief.
My design is a complete, I would say, extreme. It's very traditional, tailored Napoleon coat.
That's your interpretation? Or are you just making a tailcoat? You're taking them into a completely different market.
Yeah, sort of like...
Do you think that Macintosh wants to go to this market?
I'd wear it. I'd wear it.
Well, we know you'd wear it. Jasper's doing a beautiful garment. Whether or not it fits the brief, I'm not sure.
31-year-old Ross has decided that making just one coat isn't enough of a challenge for him.
Basically it's 2 mats in one, so she can go from day to evening.
What I like is that you've taken the principal detailing and have reinvented it. Looks good to me. Looks real good to me.
Making 2 coats, I guess I have made an awful lot of work for me, but that's just the way I work. I always push myself and I will get it done.
Katy has just graduated from fashion college and has never attempted menswear before.
It looks woman's weary to me.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh no.
This to me looks like a 3/4 sleeve.
Yeah, it is.
Would you date a man that's wearing that kind of jacket?
Okay, what about a straight sleeve into that cuff?
Answer my
Like
question.
that cuff? No.
No. I think none of this makes sense to me.
No.
None of this makes sense to me.
Yeah.
And this, it looks like a lamb chop. You have the most work to do, sweetheart. Quite frankly, I'm scared to death for you right now.
Smashing the crates. To be honest, he did pee me off. Almost like he wanted me to like break down or something, do you know? So now, actually, it had the opposite effect. I'm not upset, I'm really peed off. So I hope to God I can pull it out of the bag.
Katy now has to discard almost 5 hours of work and start redesigning her jacket from scratch.
Doing Project Catwalk would mean the rest of my life starting. This means a hell of a lot to me.
Are you menswear or women'swear?
Menswear.
Menswear.
It's supposed to be commercial, and Gary talked to me a lot about commercialism, keeping it clean, and I know they want to go in a new direction.
But it's got to stand on its own on the hanger.
I don't particularly like Angie's design. I think that it's too traditional. Gary wanted modern. Don't really see anything modern in it.
Run out of time then I'm screwed. With Ben's comments, I'd say I'm the favourite to go at the moment, but you just have to see what the end product is.
Why are you so quiet, Debbie?
I'm working, not hoolering, so I've got to just do it. Once I go to work drive, I can't talk.
That's a blessing in disguise, I think.
It will be finished. It'll have to be, isn't it? If it's not finished, then I haven't got a garment, have I?
She is struggling quite a lot. She is very behind. And she doesn't even think she's going to finish.
You know, we can all do with another 20 hours. I don't understand like where the time went. It was like 1 minute it was like
10 o'clock.
Yeah. The next minute it was like, oh really cool, we saw Ben. And I don't know, it just happened. It's like 6 o'clock, 8 o'clock, what? 10 o'clock, oh I can't cope.
She's very stressed out because she does not have a jacket.
Debbie was saying that she hasn't got a coat done.
I'm actually quite pleased to hear all that about Debbie's coat. I think it's an embarrassment to the fashion industry that Debbie is here, because she clearly doesn't have the experience or the skills to prove herself. So it's not only an embarrassment for the industry, it's an embarrassment for her.